My name is David Parrish. I'm honored to be your city manager and to work with such an awesome team. So a round of applause for all of you. Thank you for joining what is our first, and I'll say our first, ever Unity Walk. We held a, I think, even historic, kind of a impromptu but quickly Blackout Tuesday conversation last Tuesday with close to 260 of you. And I have said, and I think many of you felt the same way, it was about the best 2 hours of my life in a long time. It was very informational, educational for me, personally and professionally. And during that call, there was some echoes or some requests of what else can be done. What else can we do to show our solidarity and support for change? And I have sent out a couple messages since then. I know a lot of you have sent out several messages during that. We have to change. There are things that I don't control and you don't control, but there are things that we can influence. And there's things that we do have some control over, and we need to make some positive changes for this organization and for this community and for each other.
While a somber occasion on the one hand, this is a wonderful occasion to see so many of us gathered for the right reason, to not only honor the life of George Floyd, but also to demonstrate the unity that is among us as the city of Greensboro. And with that, I would like to offer this statement. In the wake of the tragic, illogical, and irreparable circumstances surrounding the death of Mr. George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota on May 25th, 2020, Greensboro residents have reflected the outcry of our nation. In keeping with the city's reputation for responding to injustice, residents have been engaging in peaceful protests, large and small, to assert their resistance to not only unmerited violence at the hands of law enforcement, but refusal to stand for any prejudice against any members of the greater Greensboro community. It is with solid conviction and genuine commitment that the Human Relations Department, Office of Equity and Inclusion, and Office of Community Relations affirm our willingness to consistently address the needs of our city in order to create a safe, inclusive, diverse, and unbiased Greensboro in which all residents and visitors can thrive. The leadership of these entities of city government, along with its leadership, recognize our community is hurting because of a history of discrimination that continues in present day. During this time, community members are questioning who can be trusted to do what is right and fair. Our hope is to continue doing the work of asking the voices of our community the right questions and seek real solutions in order to restore trust and eliminate barriers.
We hold dear the responsibility of working to eradicate discrimination in our respective areas of work, whether it be external to the residents of the city or internal in order to create a fair and safe place for our city employees. We take seriously the commitment to do the work of eliminating discriminatory practices. We affirm our action-based commitment to the work of equity and inclusion, and we will be intensified. Whether that be increasing our support of council and other city-appointed volunteer bodies to serve as liaisons to gather information, or engaging in policy review and research to address disparity, we stay the course. We will do our very best to continuously report to city leadership the systemic challenges that keep residents at the margin, but also present community-driven solutions that we believe will intercept prejudices for a more inclusive Greensboro.
Good afternoon. We will collaborate to develop a series of opportunities to hear the voices of our city, examine systemic practices of discrimination, and generate solutions beyond the status quo. In advance, we invite the community to bring questions about policies, processes, and procedures that create barriers. Our departments and offices understand the critical nature of our work and that time is of the essence. We are confident that the City of Greensboro as an organization is committed to working together to uncover and address challenges in the name of creating a community where every resident can flourish. This is our commitment to the residents of the City of Greensboro and our nation. Thank you.
So I already have the iPad set for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. All right, so here we go. All right, time starting.
thank you all. I know that you were moved by the last 30 minutes that we spent out here together. I hope that you are not just moved for the moment, but that you are moved to make change. Not all of us write policy, not all of us supervise staff, but you are in a position of leadership. You have influence over the people you work with, over the people that you live with, over your friends. Your influence can be more powerful than any policy. I would ask that you not forget this moment and all the moments that we've had, we will continue to have as we dialogue to make change and continue to be a positive change in your personal life and here at the city. Thank you all so very much.